Lord, please don't let this judge smoke my boots today. Let him be in a good mood. Let his wife have given him some boom boom last night. Like, please don't let me go ahead and this man's in a bad mood. I can't. My life depends on it. If he woke up on the wrong side of bed today, it might never let me out. What they do that at? What you mean you ain't worried about the judge? You must not have done nothing serious. Homicide? Are you not worried about what the judge is gonna do? Oh, you a real big gangster, huh? Must have been doing bad on the streets if you don't want to go home. I mean, this dude must have been sleeping on a park bench or something. Talking about he don't care what the judge do. We got the same judge. Look, man, don't go in there acting crazy. I got to go in behind you. Oh, you a soldier, huh? No matter what they do, they can't hurt you, huh? Yeah, talk that talk. I hear you, killer. All right, man. We'll see what happens. Yeah, good luck, man. Hey, they calling your name now. Hey, yo, here come dude. Why his shoulders lean back like that? Does he look so sad? Is he crying? Hey, what's up, man? How'd you do? What'd the judge do? What'd he say? You don't want to talk right now. Yo, he's crying. Going all the way to the back of the cell where the toilet's at. And gonna sit there crying so nobody can see him. Yeah, just holler at us when you get done, whatever you're doing back there. Damn, it's been like 10 minutes, man. He still ain't came back up here. What happened? Judge gave you life? Damn, what happened to all that gangster shit he was talking? Life. You'll be all right. You're a gangster, right? You said it yourself, like, you a savage. You a live wire. Big gangster. Yeah, well, they getting ready to call me next. You cussed him out. You did what? Man, I got to go in there and see that man after you. He just gave you life and you cussed him out. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. He had you removed from the courtroom. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm not built like that. No. Man, you might have messed around and got me 50 years. Oh, I don't want to go in the courtroom behind this man. Oh, my God, they got me going in behind the crying guy. The guy that cussed the judge out. And he done handed out a life sentence this morning. Straighten up the way I look, man. Get my best speaking voice on. This dude done cussed the judge out. He gave somebody life, this man to cuss the judge out. Oh, man, this is so bad. He's over there crying. He done got his sentence. Now I got to get mine. Oh, Mama, Daddy, Jesus, God, Buddha, Allah, elephant with the 13 arms, a dirty sock in the corner drawer. Somebody, please help me. Oh, why I got to go in behind this dude, man? This is crazy, man. I hate you. I swear to God, if we get to prison, I'm going to kill you. I hate you. You got to be the stupidest motherfucker. Man, you already know what it is. Jay Williams, let's live life, and we're back. True indeed, everything I just said. Next to me, telling the man I was going to do anything bad to him, I actually praying. I did all that in my head. I didn't do it out loud. I ain't show the people how scared I was after that man came back after doing that. But that 100% happened. But today's video is based off of a viewer's comment. Isaiah Wood said you should do a video on the craziest things you heard or seen in the courtroom with guys that beat their case. Very good topic. Now, believe it or not, you don't see a whole lot of crazy things in the courtroom because you're usually in the courtroom by yourself. You hear about crazy things dudes have done in the courtroom. I know a lot of dudes that have beat their cases out of some crazy circumstances that led to guys beating their cases. Appreciate the comment and the suggestion, Isaiah Wood. Big salute. So that's what we on today. Today we're going to talk about the craziest things I've heard that happened in the courtroom. Today we're going to talk about some guys I know that beat their cases. How they beat their cases. Just all around craziness that came with it. I seen a guy, you know what? I'll save that for the video. But there was a guy here in Richmond that, I say that for the video also. Don't have to watch this. But today we are going to get into craziest things I've heard and seen when it comes to court cases. And guys that beat their cases. I was going to get into some guys I know that didn't beat their cases that should have. But we'll save that for another time. Anyways, you know how to seen it. You know how to lived it. So, let's relive it. 2 states I've done most of my time in. Virginia being number 1. And number 2 being Pennsylvania. Been to court in Richmond, here in Virginia. Been to court in Chesterfield, here in Virginia. And then been to court in Philly, in Pennsylvania. You would think with both the states being Commonwealth that they would have a lot in common. They don't when it comes to the judicial system. Things you do here in Virginia, say for instance, a gun, 5 years mandatory by convicted felon. Philadelphia, 11.5 to 23 months as a convicted felon. Here in the state of Virginia, no matter what type of case you got, you're all going to the same courtroom. There's several courtrooms. But if you're, you just say felony in general, going to courtroom C. And if they determine that you're fighting it, you're going to go what they call the high court, upstairs. In Philadelphia, your case matters. They got gun court, drug court, different courts that only handle one type of thing. So if you get jammed up with a gun, everybody in that courtroom today has a gun charge. If you got caught with some dope or something, everybody going in the courtroom you're going in has a dope charge. I get locked up back in the day out Southwest, off Elmwood Ave, and boom, I get taken to 55th and Pine. I've been through 55th and Pine a bunch of times. All 55th and Pine it's more or less a holding location. You're not going to be changed into a jumpsuit. You're going to eat cheese sandwiches for 3 days straight. That's it. And a little box of what they call Wawa iced tea, or a little clear jug of, water. Like, remember the quarter juices? Yeah, one of those, but it's water. I prefer the iced tea. Well, while I'm in 55th and Pine, there's a homeless man in there. And most of the guys in 55th and Pine, if you didn't come in stinking, you're going to stink by the time you leave up out of there. The cell is dirty. The toilet has barnacles growing in it. There is human waste all the way to the brim. It hasn't been unclogged. It has not probably been cleaned since, as long as that jail's been open. It's by far one of the most disgusting toilets I've ever seen in my life. You ever been in a really nasty porta-john, like one of those little bathrooms they put on a job site or something, or at an event or the state fair or something like that? You ever been in one that was really nasty, that looks like a human turd went in there and exploded? The toilet at 55th and Pine was worse than that. The guys in there that you're surrounded, they pack you in there like sardines. The guys that surround you, a lot of these guys ain't bathed in weeks. Some of these guys are homeless. Some of these guys are drug addicts. They put off smells. Now you lock us all in the same little room, and after 72 hours, you smell just like that dude. There ain't no beds in here. There ain't no mats given out. There's a slab and a floor. There's 10 of y'all in this cell. There's not enough room for 10 people to lay down. It's a little cell. So for 72 hours, you're not going to do much sleeping. You're not going to even need to use the bathroom because they're feeding you cheese nonstop. So they got you constipated. Buttholes like, ain't nothing happening. Time you get to CFCF, oh, it's going down. You're going to mess the toilet up. Back to the script. We had a homeless dude in there that wasn't really saying much. First day he was in there, I guess he was whatever he was on or had came in on started to wear off because he just crawled up underneath the bench and went to sleep. Like slept on this dirty ass floor that was just disgusting. Had the floor and a mop had never met. They didn't know each other. After this dude sleeps what must have been 16, 20 hours in the same spot, doesn't get up to get his cheese sandwiches, just lays there. He eventually wakes up, sobers up, still got his dirty street clothes on. We all do. Only thing they take from you is if you got a hat on, they take your hat. Like a hoodie like this, they would pull the string out. Your belt, they're going to take your belt. And they're going to take your shoelaces because, well, they don't want you, strangling nobody, and they don't want you killing yourself in there. The guy wakes up and is sitting on the bench, and he's reading his papers, trying to figure out, I guess he don't remember getting locked up, trying to figure out why he got locked up. He gets up, and he calls the guard to the bars, and he's screaming, turnkey, turnkey. That's what we call the guards in Philly, turnkey. Turnkey, come here, turnkey. Now, this is an older black man, knotted up hair. Looks like his hair had just grown to the point that he was way past needing a haircut. And rather than get a haircut to deal with it, he just started twisting it. So he had all these little crazy twists on his head that were about the size of your hand. He calls the turnkey over there and says, "That's a mistake, man. Y'all gave me the wrong paperwork or something. But this ain't my charge right here. Like, I don't know what they're talking about." Tells him, "I'm not a judge. I just work here, man. I ain't got nothing to do with your paperwork. I'm not a cop. I'm a guard. I'm a turnkey." Nah, man. They got me locked up for murder, man. Saying I murdered somebody. Look, you'll see the judge and y'all can figure it out then. This dude is snapping. He starts showing other people, and I'm just sitting there watching, listening. I'm already starting to smell bad because I've been in here too long, so I'm not eager to get close to anybody, right? He starts showing other dudes his paper, and they're reading it. "Yeah, bro, they got you locked up for first-degree murder. Yeah, it says you was in possession of something from a crime scene. You on a first-degree murder charge." Man, I ain't never killed nobody, man. I get high, drink, I beg for money. I ain't never killed nobody. You killed somebody. What does paper say? They got my name mixed up with somebody else. We gonna get this straight. I don't know, man. It says you killed somebody. After 72 hours, the bus shows up and they transport you from 55th and Pine, or if you're at the Roundhouse or wherever you're at, they're going to transport you from there to CFCF. You got 72 hours. You don't have a bail. You don't make bail. Can't nobody come up with the money, or just there is no price to get you out. After 72 hours, if there's enough people, a bus is going to show up. If it's only a couple, they'll put you in the back of a van, and they're going to transport you over to CFCF, and they're going to process you in. That's when the real fun starts. That's when you really find out who's about that life and who's just talking. We go through the basic intake together, and after the first few hours, they're bouncing you from cell to cell. We separate. Boom, they put me in another cell. I make my way through. You shower. There's a little cubby hole right there when the inmate hands you clothes through, and you hand your street clothes through to him, and he sits there in the chair all day being nosy, pecker checking. Then they take you and they lead you down the hallway, and they take you to the first pod. That's where you're going to be classified at. It's like quarantine. You got to get a TB shot. Might be in this pod a week. You might be in there 3 weeks. You might be in there in a month, depending on how fast the jail is moving. And from there, you're going to either go to the permanent pod you're going to be in at CFCF, or you're going to go to one of the other facilities on State Road. You take you to House of Corrections, PIC, Adult Detention Center. Your ass is going somewhere. Me, most of the times I'd stay at CFCF because I always had violent charges or felonies. And then there was, a couple occasions where I got taken next door to the House of Corrections. I didn't see dude no more. I seen him in the whole stage of the quarantine pod because it's one pod. And then that was it. Boom. After, maybe a week or so, I get it sent on down. I think I went to C13. Didn't see the guy no more. Court time rolls around. Been a couple months now. And here I go. I'm going to court. I'm going to Criminal Justice Center, CJC, located in Center City. And the way it works there is all the cells are under the court. It's the dungeon. Just gloomy ass cells underneath the courthouse. Bus actually pulls in and pulls down. And then they load you through this door. Into this hallway. Through a metal detector you go and into a cell. I see the old head again. I see the dude I was at with 55th and Pine. I had the murder charge, right? By now, he done got his hair cut. He done cleaned up his beard. He done put on a couple pounds in these few months he's been locked up. He don't smell like athlete's foot and dumpster juice no more. He don't smell like the bottom of a bottle of Wild Irish Rose and bad breath. Like, he's cleaned up. Looks halfway decent. He's telling everybody that the lawyer's not saying much. Man, my lawyer ain't even, he sent me a paper, but he ain't even been to see me. I got a murder charge. This man ain't come to see me yet. Man, y'all don't think they gonna send me to prison for murder. Y'all ain't kill nobody. Dude was just telling him, if it's on your paperwork, man, it don't really matter what happened. Like, if it says you did it, shit, you already know you did it. I ain't do it, though. I remember everything. I didn't remember it at first because I was groggy, but I remember now, man, I didn't kill nobody, man. That whole night, I was just, panhandling, asking people for money. I found this phone in a trash can, and that's what the lawyer is saying I got locked up for, was this phone I found in a trash can. He said they took my clothes and said that there was blood on my jacket that came back to the victim. Man, I ain't hurt nobody, man. I steal, I don't kill. I'm just a junkie, man. I don't hurt nobody, man. I ask people for money. If they say no, I just keep it moving, man. No hard feelings, but I don't do no hurting nobody, man. This can't be life, man. This can't be real. I can't go to prison for murder, man. I'm not built like that. He goes in the courtroom, and they call a recess. A recess is when they take a break. He goes in the courtroom, and he comes back out, and he's like, what they call recess. What's recess? Like, it ain't playtime. That means take a break. That means that they need to all talk in the judge's chambers. Then they'll call you back in the courtroom. He's like, my lawyer ain't really saying much, man, but I keep speaking up, and they keep telling me to be quiet. Like, I keep trying to tell them, man, I found that phone in the trash can. I found that phone. It was wrapped up in a jacket in the trash can. They're not trying to hear me. They're telling me I'll get my turn to talk, be quiet. Are they going to move me from the courtroom? Now they're in recess. I'm confused, man. What's going on? I said, recess is a good thing. That means there's special circumstances or something the judge needs to hear outside of the courtroom. Him, the prosecutor, and your lawyer, they all need to talk in the back. So you think that's a good thing? It ain't a bad thing. It's a good thing. With my case, they ain't going in the back to talk. The judge gonna hear exactly what I got and just be like, you can carry your ass off and go get locked up somewhere. After lunch, maybe 12:30, 12:45, I don't know, we didn't have a clock, but they brought us some nasty ass cheese sandwiches. They call him back into the courtroom. He's in the courtroom for a long time. He's in the courtroom that long enough that a lot of our cases got postponed until another date because, well, his was taking so long. And the first portion of him being in there that morning took a long time. They haven't made a verdict. They haven't come back with a verdict on what they're going to do, what's going on. He kept speaking up. He kept interrupting the lawyer, interrupting the judge. Say, y'all ain't about to pin no murder on me, man. I didn't kill no woman, man. I know y'all said y'all found me in possession, and this is what had happened. The man was digging through the trash and found a cell phone. The cell phone was wrapped up in a bloody jacket. He said he picked the jacket up and was looking in the trash, and when he did, that jacket had blood on it. It got blood on the sleeve of his coat. He said he's looking all in the trash and looking for this and looking that, and he moves the jacket again, and a phone falls out of it and hits the ground. Said he didn't find nothing in the trash. He threw the jacket back in the trash, picked the phone up, flipped the phone open. Phone works. Oh, shit, I got a phone. Starts dialing numbers. Cops find this woman dead. Personal items are missing from her. They locate this man. Don't know how they located him. I don't know if they had tracking devices for phones. I don't know why he got picked up. I don't know if it was because he was drunk or high, but they pick him up. And when they pick him up, they realize that, hey, man, this man's got blood on him. He's got blood on the side of his hand, blood on the side of his jacket. He's homeless. He definitely, at this time, phones were expensive. You had a phone, you was a baller. You know what I mean? You was a baller. You had some money. Don't make no sense this man got a phone. He had to stole this phone. Find out what this phone number comes back to, who this phone belongs to. They cross-reference it. Comes back to the dead woman they found in the alleyway. You got blood on you. You're in possession of a dead woman's phone. You're going to jail. You killed somebody. They done pulled him from the courtroom now because he's going to speak his mind, and he should. Them people in there trying to just do what they want to, you better speak up because they'll do what they want to. Some time passes, and his lawyer comes back there where we're at and comes to the bars and tells him, all right, man, you have a good life. That's all he says. The man's like, hold up. Come here, man. Come here. What's going on? You going to be all right? What you mean I'm going to be all right? What did the judge say? What happened? Don't I got to be in there for sentencing? Yeah, you're supposed to be in there if you're found guilty. So what did he say? You found not guilty. I don't even know what to say, man. Thank you. So the lawyer stands there and talks to him for a minute. Just so happened the trash can he dug in was right in front of a bodega out our way. And the bodega had cameras because this place had been robbed. We'd run up in there and just grab shit and run out real quick doing young boy shit, right? This bodega had cameras. This bodega showed another man throw that jacket and that cell phone in that trash can earlier that night. It showed the homeless man come behind him, dig through the trash can, find the jacket, find the phone. And that showed that he was not the killer. He was released right then, right there. When you get released, when you get found not guilty or time served, they release you straight from CJC. They let you straight out right there. Lead you down the hallway, click, pop, open one door. Lead you down another hallway, click, pop, open that door, boom. You step out in the center city. Just like that, you're a free man. They cut that man loose. Beat those charges, as he should have. But it makes you question, how many guys didn't beat their charges? How many guys found themselves in similar situations where there wasn't a camera? Where there wasn't anything to prove their innocence? I'm sure he got out, went right back to getting high, probably went right back to drinking. And I ended up going off for a while on my robbery case. I like it when the good guys win. He wasn't a bad dude, man. Like he said, he ain't hurt nobody. And they tried to pin a murder on him without even investigating anything. Luckily, his lawyer had done some footwork. It wouldn't even be the investigators. It wouldn't even be the police officers that went to the bodega and got the video footage from the camera. It was his lawyer. A public pretender. A public dickhead. One of them dudes that need you to lose so they can get paid. Because part of that court fine and restitution paid to the court goes to him. Now, if you beat the case, there's no court fines. There's no court restitution, which means he didn't get a section or a lump of what you owe the courts. The man went home. I don't know if they ever caught the guy that actually killed the woman, but I know the guy they initially caught might have smelled bad, might have looked rough, but like I said, he wasn't no killer. Let's get into the next one. Innocent people get arrested every day. You might not think so. You might not. Nah, man, the cops do their job. Nah, these people know what they're doing. They always get the right person. They do not always get the right person. And that's what this next story is about. This next story is actually personal. Now, the thing with their process of gathering information and locking you up is they just need a small amount of information to do so. Somebody to say you did it. And guess what? You did it. Facts. Picture lineups. Don't get caught up in no picture lineup looking like the person that did it. Having somebody say you did it. They used to take us when I was locked up in Philly, they come through and they would need guys for picture lineups. They'd have a victim in the case. They'd have a suspect. But they need guys that look like the suspect to come down and stand in a lineup. Shit, I volunteer. Hey, you can take me. Because after you do that, they give you a cold pack. A cold pack is a little piece of styrofoam with a sandwich, a bag of chips, and an apple and orange on top of the sandwich, right? That's what they give you if you volunteer to go down to the picture lineup. Some dudes are like, hell no, I ain't going down to picture lineup. I mean, how much dirt I done in the streets. Like, I might have robbed this person on another case and they picked me out. Picture lineups to get your ass jammed up, for fact. My son's mother, 2013, around Christmas time, I'm still in prison. I called to talk to my son. Me and her weren't on speaking terms. So I call his grandma's house, like I always do, to talk to my little boy. Getting out in about 6-7 months, calling to talk to my son. My mom got locked up. What you mean your mom got locked up? And inside, I can't lie because we were beefing. Inside, I'm kind of giggling. I know that sounds wrong. And I'm like, yeah, now she's going to see what it feels like to be locked up. She hadn't really been in no serious trouble before. He's like, yeah, my mom's in jail. And then after I sat there for a minute and thought about it, I'm like, damn, man. This boy's mama and daddy are both locked up. And all he's got is his grandma now and his uncle. So my small moment of like, ha, that's what your ass gets, was short-lived. Because I got to thinking about my son. What'd your mom get locked up for? Robbery? Damn, your mom out there living like that? Your mom robbing people? Yeah, but she didn't do it. She got locked up for robbery, but she didn't do it? Yeah, she's saying she didn't do it. She don't know what they're talking about. I said, I don't know about that, man. How you doing? How's school? I tried to change the subject. So I said, put your grandma on the phone. So he puts his Oma on the phone. I said, Oma, what's going on? She's like, she's in jail. I said, why is she in jail? They saying she robbed somebody, Jay, but she ain't robbed the person. Come on now. They ain't just putting females in jail for robbery unless they did it. Like, I know you ain't, believing this, she ain't do it shit she's telling y'all. No, she really didn't do it. I said, for real? Like, and in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking, yeah, all right, whatever. That night, I turned my TV on, and I'm watching the news, and I'm like, yo, it's my son's mother on TV. Oh, shit. She robbed 2 people in a Burger King bathroom. She robbed 2 females. Oh, man, she about to do 20 years. They about to smoke her ass. They going to send her. She gone. Big gone, right? I don't hear no more about it. I continue to call my son, and we have our weekly conversation. And what's up with your mom? She's still locked up. Damn. That's crazy. This goes on for a while, right? Watching the news one night. Woman arrested, falsely accused of robbery. Real suspect caught and in jail. Looking at TV, next thing you know, I see my baby mama. She's on there talking. I said, man, what the? No way. No. This don't happen. Come to find out, NBC 12, which is a local news station around here, showed video footage of the female at the Burger King that was wanted for the robbery. And somebody commented on the website, on the post, and posted my son's mother's name. And ironically enough, when you go back and you look at her driver's license picture, which the picture they looked at was old. It was an old driver's license, years old. She was much thinner at that time, had darker hair at that time. With the grainy video they had, this, just not good quality video at all. At first glance, you look and you're like, yeah, that's who she looks like. She looks like the girl that robbed them 2 girls. Then the person put her name in the post, dropped it right there. Boom, clear as day. So investigators get the name, pull up a picture of her. What they get is her latest DMV photo, which is an old photo. And with this grainy footage, they say, hey, that looks like her. Let's take this picture and put it in a picture lineup. Show it to the victims. They take her picture and a whole bunch more pictures, put them together. Is this the person that robbed you? No? Oh, okay. Is this the person that robbed you? No? Okay, let's put this paper back over here. This photo here, this is the person that robbed you? And this is the same person that the people gave us the tip on, which is my son's mother. This is the woman that robbed you, you sure? All right, sign right here. The people sign saying, yeah, she's the one that robbed us. Somebody else calls in, says, hey, that's not the girl. The girl y'all looking for, his name is blah, blah, blah. Pull her name up. They pull her name up. They get to looking at her photo. They get to looking at this Burger King photo, and they're like, no. This is the girl. This is the girl right here. We got the wrong girl in custody. They pick her up, start questioning her. Everything comes out. This was the girl that robbed them. My son's mother hadn't robbed anybody. After sitting in jail a while, hey, sorry about that. I'm going home now. What about these 3 felony charges on my record? Well, you're going to have to pay to get those expunged, but you can get them off. You're just going to have to, get a lawyer and pay for it. But I didn't do anything wrong. Why is it my responsibility to get this off? So they end up locking the other girl up, releasing my son's mother. And I'm not sure if she ever got all those charges off her record. We don't talk. But last I heard, they were still on her record. Last I heard, if she was to go get a job and fill out some paperwork and they were to pull her name up, those felony robbery charges would pop right on up. Because if the cops say you did it, you did it. If somebody else wouldn't have came forward and said anything about who really did it, the crazy part is she would have went to prison. The Burger King surveillance, the people picking her out of a picture lineup, the anonymous tip with her name attached to it, and then the picture being put in the lineup, being picked out, would have sent her off to prison for 2 counts of robbery and a gun charge. It's 25 years in Virginia. She was lucky enough to beat it. Everybody's not that lucky. These things happen. It could happen to you. Don't always be so quick to pass judgment. You don't always know what you're talking about. Perfect example. I didn't know what I was talking about. She hadn't robbed anybody. I was wrong. With the first guy, everybody's like, nah, bro, you in here for homicide. Committed a homicide. We were wrong. Please be safe, people. Know your rights. Stand up for yourself. You stumble across something that don't seem right, you might want to notify somebody. Find a bloody jacket in the trash can with a phone in it, you might want to notify somebody. Just that easy. At the snap of your fingers, man, you can end up locked up. You can be sitting in your living room eating a bowl of Cheerios. Police come knock on the door. Somebody said you did something. Come with me. Come on, you're going to jail. Yeah, just like that. As much as I'd like to do one more video, you can see it is now getting dark. I just got home. Just got off work. It's been a long day. I'm going in the house and I'm going to eat chicken and dumplings. Take a bath. Play some PlayStation. Call it a night and go to sleep. Hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Hope y'all heed warning to every video. I love all y'all, man. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for watching. Jay Williams, Let's Live Life. Without you, none of this exists. But anyways, these jails, detention centers, these facilities, these prisons, they're all just crazier worlds inside of this Already crazy world we live in. And as always, you know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep you entertained. Are you not entertained? And like always, this is Jay Williams. Let's live life. And to all my real ones and the awesome real ones watching. Because y'all still watching me. Man, y'all know how we do. Salute. This man cussed the judge out. And he got life. Oh, Jesus help me. Jesus, Lord Jesus help me.